Got a few questions on my glue basting video about mitered corners, so I just wanted to show exactly how I make these. First, we'll start when you're attaching your binding. As you approach the corner, you're going to want to stop about 1/4 inch away from the corner of your quilt. So you can use a ruler if you don't really have an eye for that yet. And then continue sewing until you're 1/4 inch away. Then you'll want to make sure your needle is down. Then lift up the foot and rotate your quilt about 45 degrees so that you're going to be sewing off the corner of your quilt at an angle here. And I do throw a little back stitch in there to secure it. And then once I'm off the corner, you go ahead and snip your threads and remove the quilt from the machine. And this is what that should look like. Next, rotate your quilt 90 degrees, and then we're going to fold this binding strip up at a 45-degree angle. So right here is where that 45-degree angle is. And so the fold kind of goes up towards the corner. And then I like to stick a ruler here and then pull it back down at a 90-degree angle. And the ruler really helps make sure that that is nice and clean and flat. And then we are going to begin sewing along the edge again, just a 1/4 inch away from the edge. And I start right at the top of the corner there, and I give it a little back stitch here as well. And then I go on sewing that edge and repeat this with the other 3 corners. Then when you're ready to flip your binding over to the other side, I like to give it a little press, and then I flip my quilt over. And here again, I am using the glue basting method again, but you fold down your binding on one edge. And at your mitered corner, you'll kind of pull that tight, and then there should be like a 45-degree angle kind of hanging off over the corner on the right there. Go ahead and secure this edge, and then when I'm ready, I take the other edge. So in this case, it's the edge on the right, and then I kind of fold it right where the edge of the quilt is here. So fold that over, and I kind of play around with it, adjust it until it is looking how you want it to look. And then I secure down this other edge. I like to add a binding clip onto the corner, even though I'm using the glue basting, just to keep it nice and extra secure. And that is it. That is how I do mitered corners.